Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Irving. Returns looking good so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
They've got first down from the 31. Try the right side with White. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Throwing, Baker. He'll get this complete to White. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 16 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They run, it's White. This is ahead for about 5. In on the tackle was Jonathan Cooper. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 37. Finds his man, it's Godwin. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, it's a give to White. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Headed out right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cut out left. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's White. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Mayfield will look to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They're going play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He finds Woods. He gets it ahead and winds up with about 3. Tackled by big Logan Hall.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They kick the running back in motion. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. To go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. Completed over the middle. And he's out in the clear. Now he's past the 25. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
14, Saints 10.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Saints come marching onto the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. got first down from the 31. Takes the handoff, now to throw. This finds Moreau. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Now a run with Wright. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Wright reels it in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. He's got it over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That stop made by K.J. Britt.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Wright running out of the gun. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Now looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And
it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Bates' kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead back down to a low point.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here's Palmer. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The give now to White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Motion man sent left. From the gun, Mayfield. It's into the hands of White. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. That's brought in by White. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds Woods. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. A lateral goes haywire, fumble. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Looking for his wide receiver there.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give right side to White. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. So we're through 3 here. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. Second and 3 now. from the 19. Dumps it off to his running back. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Now it's White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Pressure coming, Baker. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. Cut near the goal line. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. When it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Chase McLaughlin, the kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give for Wright. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 34. Able to find Wright. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has the connection to Wright. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 46-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Polk makes the catch. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Punting unit out now. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A run now with White. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Mayfield now from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. It's White on the give. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They motion the tight end over. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's a catch, Jalen McMillan. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for White. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Second and 3. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Hauled in left side. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Baker now from the gun. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's White. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal. Here's Baker to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. The line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The New Orleans offense set to go now. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Let's go now. They'll motion a tight end left. They go play action on 1st. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From midfield now. Wright reels it in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing it again here. Hits his running back. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints down by 7. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. You gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you gotta react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Setting up to pass. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is to throw. Gets this to Woods. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. Still one more in their pocket to use. Second and 3 now. He'll look to throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to get that one to Jalen Polk. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw it. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is to throw. Polk makes the catch. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. It's 2nd and goal. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from New Orleans.